Morning, guys. How are you? Fine? Hmm? Another student in the class? No? So, important news of the week? Huh? Yes. Reciprocal tariff. And any other news, Adi? Any other news, Adi? Aditya? No? Gopika? Important news? Naiva? Important news? Any event that happened last week? Destruction. Where? Hyderabad University? Hmm? Which university? हैदराबाद में किधर कहाँ where that's it. Okay. Sacred Grove is in news. So the news is Kasampatti Sacred Grove. It has been declared as Tamil Nadu's second biodiversity heritage site. Biodiversity heritage site. How many biodiversity heritage sites are there? First of all, in India, you have to know the number. Okay. Second, definition of biodiversity heritage site. What it is. Correct. And third is the criteria. This is very important. How we are granting this status to any site. The criteria. So these basic things are very important related to the sacred grove and the biodiversity site. Okay. So this is the second sacred grove which have been given the status of biodiversity heritage site, and the act that govern this site is Biodiversity Heritage Biological Diversity Act 2002. First site of Tamil Nadu is Aritapatti Biodiversity Heritage Site. Now about this site, the location you already know because sometimes they ask the location also in question paper. Locations are asked and criteria is very, very important. So this is the basic information related to the biodiversity heritage site. Flora, fauna, genetic richness. Obviously, biodiversity, biological hotspot area. It will be a biological hotspot. Correct? We will be finding many genetic diversity there. That is why it is given the status of biodiversity heritage site. Correct? So, what are biodiversity heritage sites? They are unique ecosystems, ecosystems with rich biodiversity. What all things will be there? Rare and endangered species will be there, threatened species, high endemism will be there, keystone species, and species of evolutionary significance, which tells us that how they evolved and how is the weather and other things are changing, still they are how they are adapting to it, right? So if evolutionary significance is also associated with them, cultural, ethical, and aesthetic value is also associated with them. Legal framework, we already know that Biodiversity Act governs the biodiversity heritage site. Very important information. And who declares it? Who declares biodiversity heritage site? So state government in consultation with local bodies. Okay, so this is very important. No restrictions are imposed on traditional practices of local communities. So right has been given. Right has been given to local communities. Local communities' participation in preserving and conserving these sites are very, very important. Without them, we'll not be able to conserve these sites. Okay, so remember this point. So this right has been given. No restriction is there unless voluntarily decided. Unless they decide that they should stop doing certain activity. So what is the role of biodiversity? One question, the role of biodiversity heritage site in conservation, in conserving the ecosystem. Can you tell me the role of BHS in conserving the ecosystem? Why they are important? You already know the importance. You have to link it with the conservation thing. What they are doing to the ecosystem, biodiversity heritage site. Tell me one point. We have already seen the importance, correct, Naiva? Already seen the importance. Now connect it with the result. What impact it is having in the ecosystem? Hmm? Guys, don't be quiet. Tell me, how is it conserving the ecosystem? Biodiversity heritage site is composed of what? Rare endemic species, huh? Threatened species. So it is protecting threatened species. We can connect it with that point. Huh? Keystone species, very, very important. What are keystone species? Evolutionary significance. They tells us about the evolutionary significance also, which is very important for our study, so that we can know and we can adapt and we can make this thing to others also. We can change. We can learn from the evolutionary significance, their adaptation. Why they're important? Local community participation. They give livelihood opportunities to local communities, right? They are engaging. They're dependent on these reserves. Yes or no? Any other thing? Economy is associated. Then animals, species, they are very important. And anything related to water, water conservation. Yes. Climate regulation. Huh? Climate regulation, guys. Climate. Is it helping in regulating the climate? Controlling it? Because trees are there, many things are there. So it is acting as a carbon sink also. Hmm? Because of the presence of so many elements in the area. Correct? Trees are there, and trees under water also is there. Correct? So this is the topic. Now the question. Answer the question. Who will give the answer? Gopika? Answer the question. Answer, Gopika, fast. We don't have this much time. 2 and 3. Okay. Very easy to get answer, no? Hmm. Mains question. How do sacred groves like Kasampati Sacred Grove contribute to biodiversity conservation, and discuss the role of local communities in their preservation? So sustainable development goals can also be written under this. Yes or no? It is contributing to sustainable development goals also. Climate regulation is there. Next is local community preservation also. We are providing them the place, safe place. If we are protecting this area, they will also be protected. They are protected, this area is protected. So it is a cycle. Correct? Cycle which is going on. And any other thing? Water conservation is there. Correct? So this you have to write it here. How they are helping community also, and then us also. Okay, Operation Brahma. This is the news. Correct? Myanmar earthquake. India's humanitarian mission in Myanmar. What kind of questions are coming? Previously also we have seen that they ask about the operation, like Operation Flood is related to what? Operation Brahma is related to what? Correct? And they will ask and they will give the options. So Operation Brahma is related to humanitarian mission given to Myanmar by the India. India responded first. First responders. So earthquake hit Myanmar. What magnitude of earthquake? 7.7, 7.2 or 7.7? So it was a 7.7 magnitude of earth which devastated everything. Why this earthquake was there? This magnitude of earthquake. Why? What are earthquakes? Adi, what are earthquakes? Earthquake is what? If you want to define earthquake, what is earthquake? Huh? Earthquakes are Sorry? Tell me, you know what is earthquake? What? Use one word. Earthquake is what? Shaking of earth. Shaking of the earth. Correct. Why does it happen? What force is behind the earthquake? Why earthquake happens? Hmm? What tectonic plates? What tectonic plates are doing? Moving. Moving of tectonic plates. Okay. Moving of tectonic plates. Then what happens? There are faults in the earth. Tectonic plates, faults are there, right? Which gives them space and energy to release. That is why when energy is released, what is happening? Earth is shaking because of the impact of the energy. Waves, you know, right? Earthquake waves. How many waves are there? Two waves. Body waves and surface waves. In surface waves, waves also and body waves also, there are different divisions, right? So which is the highest devastated kind of wave, which does the most impact for earthquake? Which waves are causing most damage? This question has been asked, and definitely it will come whenever these events will happen. So which waves cause the most destruction? Body waves or surface waves? Surface waves are last to reach the Earth's surface, correct? They are last to reach surface waves, but they do the most of the destruction. Okay, so this concept is important. Whenever any current affair topic is coming, you have to go and revise every static part related to the concept earthquake. How many, why earthquake is happening, faults, and how many faults are there? Normal fault, which fault was, because of which fault this earthquake happened? There are normal faults, different kinds of faults are there, so you have to read about faults also. This earthquake happened because of strike fault. Strike fault. Okay, this earthquake happened because of strike slip fault. I'm sharing the live strike slip fault. Okay, 1 second, I'm sharing the live with students. We go on live also on YouTube Saturday for current affairs class. Strike slip fault. So this earthquake happened because of the strike slip fault. What happens in strike slip fault? So this is the fault. Okay, so what happens that this fault, these two faults, they will be sliding past each other. Okay, so they will be moving like, these are the faults and they will be moving like this, and there will be a gap. Then this earthquake was because of strike slip fault. Okay, normal faults are like, they will be moving like upper movement will be there or lower movement will be there. One side will be going up or one side will be going down. So this movement will be there. And strike slip fault, you already know, they will slide past each other. So this happened, 7.7 magnitude earth, and India responded first. This affected other areas also. Operation Brahma, we already know, and these are the help that India provided. NDRF deployment, 80-member team was sent. Indian Army's role, 118 member specialized medical team, elite Shatrujit bridge medical responder, not important, you can read this thing. Indian Navy assistance was also there. Satpura, Savitri, and one more, Karmuk. Satpura, Savitri, and Karmuk, they participated. INS. So food, medical kits, rescue implements, everything was sent. Question. Okay, how is it helping? How this will help India? Significance of this operation. So international relations also, it is very important. And Myanmar being the, Myanmar is what? Myanmar is India's neighboring country, correct? Myanmar is India's neighboring country. So it is very important for us to provide the help. It will strengthen India-Myanmar relation also. Second is, India's role as a first responder, being the neighbor, we have to provide the help first. Otherwise, if you are not doing it, then no use, right? Critical medical assistance to Myanmar. It strained healthcare system, demonstrated India's response capability, rapid response capability, that we are strong enough to provide the help. Now question, who will give the answer? Finu? Answer is D. Month will not be asked. Too much detail they do not ask. The Indian Army is setting up 100. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Mains question. How do these missions like Operation Brahma reinforce India's diplomatic and strategic influence in the region? We have some issues also with Myanmar. What are the issues with Myanmar? There are good relations also, bad relations also. Some gray areas are also there. Rohingyas and cross-border movement. There is no fencing, right? Fencing around the border is not there. It is open border. Cross-border movement is very easy. So what is happening because of the open borders? What all things happen because of open borders when there is no fencing? Illegal movement of people, illegal movement of goods, illegal weapons. Many things will be happening which is not good. Correct? So this also will, I think, we think that it will improve our relation, and in that way it will be improving other areas also. Green credit program is in news. Before rolling out green credits, Environment Ministry sidestepped law queries. What is this program? Green credits. So these credits are in news. Green credit, carbon credit. Since 3-4 years they are in news. So under the program, individual communities, private industries that engage in environment positive action. Environment positive action. This word is important. Get tradable green credits. Such action could include increasing forest cover, water management, and sustainable agriculture. Environment positive action is related to green credit program. These two words you can remember. Environment positive action. Anything that you are doing which is creating a positive impact on environment is related to green credit program. Carbon credit is what? Aditya, carbon credit is, I cannot see your face. You should come and sit on the front desk. Carbon credit is what? Aditya, answer me fast. Carbon credit. Very simple answer is there. Carbon credit is earned by carbon. It is related to carbon emission only. But when do we earn carbon credit? Negative action. Carbon credit is earned when we lower the carbon emission. So we have one credit. If you have one credit of carbon credit, then you can emit some amount will be given, like 1 ton of carbon you can emit with one carbon credit. So you have to earn that credit to emit the carbon in the atmosphere. Okay, so this is only specifically related to carbon. Green credit program is like a bigger version of the environment positive action. Carbon credit is also what's his name? Ask him. What's your name? Ajil. Carbon credit is also environment positive action, not negative. Okay, positive action only, but it has a limited scope. But green credit has a bigger scope. Okay, every activity which is creating a positive impact on environment, that will be considered as green credit, earning a green credit to you. So Ministry of Environment Forest has officially rolled out the Green Credit Program. Two acts are very important related to green credit and carbon credit also, because whenever any green credit or any thing is in news which is actually equal to the other initiatives that are going on, so you have to go and revise both the things. So green credit is in news. The act which is governing this is Environment Protection Act 1986 because it is related to environment positive action. Correct? Carbon. Carbon is related to Energy Conservation Act. So these two acts you have to remember. The Law Ministry raised concerns about its legal validity, but the program has been implemented to incentivize pro-environmental action. It is a incentive action. You will be earning some credit. Gopika, move to your left. Right, huh? Right. Come. Extreme right. Yes. It will extreme right, Gopika. Bag udhar rakho. Incentivize pro-environmental actions. Okay, so it will give you will earn an incentive in both these programs. Who all can participate? Different entities, public sector undertaking and private sector also. What is green credit program now? What is a green credit? First of all, green credit is an incentive based program credit provided for engaging in the environmentally positive action. What are environmentally positive actions? What are environmentally positive actions? Examples? Aditya, environment positive action example? Huh? How can you positively impact environment? Any action? Leher? Afforestation, very simple. Environment positive matlab, which will be having a good impact on environment. Afforestation. Nature needs afforestation, yes or no? What we are doing? Deforestation, forest cutting, right? How many acres of forest were cut? Started cutting? 233 bird species live in that area, and which are very rare to find all over the world also. Still, we are cutting the forest. Rare bird species, right? Okay. Tell me, Adi, action. Afforestation, another example, which will create a positive impact on the environment. Water conservation, will it include water conservation? Okay. Any other thing? Leher? Sustainable? Sustainable farming, sustainable agriculture? Correct. And think, there are so many activities. Agriculture will come, farming will come, conservation will come, energy conservation, correct? Lower carbon emission, huh? So water conservation, sustainable agriculture, these are the elements, and this can be, when you earn a credit, there will be a platform where you can exchange the credit to incentivize it, similar to carbon credit. Now the difference between carbon credit and green credit. So the act that governs green credit is EPA 1986, and this Carbon Credit Act is Energy Conservation Act 2001. Beneficiaries are who? Individual communities, private industries, here industries and corporations. Carbon emission, right? It is mostly related to industries and corporation, encourages eco-friendly action which are focused on many things. Here you will see that carbon emission focuses on reducing carbon emission only by setting the limit. It can be traded in national and international carbon market, because we have an international carbon market also. Okay. And next is climate co-benefitor may qualify for carbon credit. So it has a bigger scope. So the credits earned can be traded on a carbon credit platform also, leading to reduced emission. It cannot be converted into green credit because the scope is different, correct? It is only specifically limited to carbon credit. So based on this concept, question can be formed in any way. Tree plantation, water management, sustainable agriculture, waste management. Aditya, waste management also is coming under the climate positive action. Okay. Environment positive action, air pollution reduction, mangrove conservation. These are the 8 areas, 8 key types of activity aimed at enhancing the sustainability. How does it work? So you will receive tradable carbon credit for their eco-friendly contribution. Then this can be sold to industries to fulfill their obligation. Industries emit carbon, right? Now, what will they do? That they will be buying it from other people who are earning the green credit or the carbon credit. Okay, they can buy and then they can do the production, or they can release the carbon or any negative action they are doing. They can compensate with earning this credit. Okay, green credits are traded on a domestic platform. Remember this point, domestic platform. Carbon credit, international level also you can exchange. Okay, significance is what? What is the significance? Guys, very easy, no? Significance? Tell me, don't look at the board. Significance. Help in climate change, mitigating climate change. Next, sustainable development goals also, meeting our SDGs. Next, meeting our, helping industries, factories to meet their carbon emission goal, right? They will be doing less damage because there is a check system. Everyone has to do what? Contribute towards this climate change. Correct? India has a goal, right? So everyone has to contribute. It will create a market-based incentive system. People will be motivated. If there is no incentive, people will be less motivated. It is a fact. But when there is a thing that you can earn by doing an action, then people will be motivated, more awareness. People will be having more awareness. They will be trying to do things which will positively impact the environment. Correct? Climate action goal enhances corporate responsibility. So industries to invest in environmental conservation proactively. Answer? Shinu? Answer नहीं बताना. Keep quiet. Amar, answer? Why A, Amar? Why not 3? 3, why 3 is not correct? Explain it now. No, why 3 statement is not correct? Finu, keep silent. Amar, explain the third statement. Adi, keep quiet. Only Amar will speak. Why third statement is not correct? Why? Green credit can be converted to carbon credit. It is correct. Then, Amar, it was written that it may qualify as carbon credit, green credit. Amar, why the statement is wrong? Why they cannot be converted? What is wrong in the third statement, Amar? Green credit can be qualified for carbon, but carbon credit cannot be qualified for green credit, Amar. Okay, carbon credit is not going to be a green credit. Okay, so only this thing makes it a wrong statement. And what is wrong with second statement, Leher? Second statement, what is wrong? Then which act? Very good. Discuss the potential benefits and challenges of the Green Credit Program in achieving India's environmental and climate goals. Why are tensions high in Arctic Council? So they are asking questions that who are the members of the Arctic Council? This is in news. Why has the region become an area of interest now? And what is the conflict around the Northwest Passage? How has Russia made its presence known in the region? All these 4 questions you have to write the answer. Okay, write the questions and you have to write the answers for all these questions. Why? Who are the members of the Arctic Council? Why has this region gained importance? Do you know any news related to Arctic Council? Arctic region? Any news? Why they are saying that this has become an area of interest, Arctic? Hmm. Melting of ice caps. Very important. Correct? So melting of ice cap is leading to good things also, bad things also. Bad is more, good is less. Right? It is opening up new areas also for trade. Passage, providing the passage. Northwest passage is mentioned. Okay, so we will look at all these dimensions. PDF will be uploaded. You can write the questions once it is uploaded. Okay. So what is happening? We already have these many challenges. Geopolitical tension is going on, climate change effect, resource competition, tariff also is going on. So we can add that also. So are making the Arctic a key area of global interest. Russia, US, China are expanding their military presence around this area, which is making it a strategic important area. So their military presence is also their opening of new routes because of the what? Melting ice. So this is all happening. Now what is this council? Arctic Council. It was established in 1996. Definitely they can ask this question because Arctic is in news. Antarctic is in news. So questions will come. 1996 it was established, Ottawa Declaration, and it is an intergovernmental forum to do what? Arctic Council focusing on Arctic. So to promote the cooperation in the Arctic region. Okay. Member states are Canada, Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, Russia, Sweden, and United States. And these countries have sovereignty over land territories and EEZ, exclusive economic zones. What are EEZ? EEZ, exclusive economic zone. Yeah. So they are the areas 200 nautical miles from the coastline of a country. So they have the right to do extraction, to do research, mining, anything related to 200 nautical miles of the country's coastline. So this is EEZ, exclusive economic zone. So countries have sovereignty over land territories and EEZ in the Arctic, which is why this area has become an area of interest now. Okay, permanent participants are there, 6 indigenous groups representing Arctic communities, observer and decision making. Decision making process is consensus among the 8 Arctic states. These 8 states are very important. You have to know the member states. Okay, 8 Arctic states, all the name of the member states. Okay, please memorize it. Consultation with permanent participants. Observers will not be asked, but India is an observer. This is important. Okay, India, China, Japan, UK, France. This is Northeast Passage. See, it is also called Northern Sea Route, Northeast Passage. So it will be providing an alternative of the Suez Canal. Okay, you can see. So it is opening a new trade route. The Northeast Passage, also called the Northern Sea Route, it runs along Russia's Arctic coastline, connecting Europe and Asia. Right? You can see that. What is the advantage of this sea route? If it is opening, shorter trade route will be there. Next is alternative to Suez Canal, and then economic benefits for Russia. Russia has the access, right? So it will be gaining the most of the things. Why is the Arctic gaining the importance? Because of the resources that it has, because of the strategic significance that it has, untapped natural gas. Currently, one country was in news. Hydrogen, white hydrogen has been found. France, right? This is in news. So please remember, in syllabus it is mentioned that the resources, distribution of resources, correct? So this can be asked because it has been asked many times that this is found in which of the country in abundance. So hydrogen is in news. So you have to remember the country also. Holds 13% of the world's undiscovered oil and 30% of untapped natural gas. Rare earth elements are there, copper. Okay, next is new trade routes. Northeast Passage. Already we know that it provides a shorter trade route, and geopolitical interests of these countries are there: Russia, US, China, military activities, and they can build. Russia has built new military base also, and China has declared itself a near Arctic state. You know the Arctic, the Northeast Passage, right? Have seen the map now? Where is China? China is where? Close to Russia? Close to Russia? Yes. Climate change impact. Melting ice is opening up new areas for exploration and trade, and rising sea level due to Arctic ice loss pose global environmental risks. So because of melting ice, these things are also happening. Global sea rise will be there, first of all. Second, many new species are also being discovered. Diseases are also coming, viruses are also coming because of melting ice. Glaciers are drifting away. Because of that also, we will be finding new things in the environment, in the atmosphere. Now the problem is legal safeguard. Lack of legal safeguard is also there. Like unlike Antarctica, which is protected under the law of the sea, this is not protected. Because of this reason, the countries are fighting, correct? And this allows territorial claims and military presence, making the region to more prone to conflict. This region is very important. Definitely, one question will be asked from this area. So please prepare this area well. Okay. Now question. Naiva, give me the answer. Nobody will speak anything. Very fast. A. 1 and 3. Arctic is protected and very good. Very good. Correct. India is a member of the Arctic Council. Why this is not correct? Then, what is the position of India in Arctic Council? Very good. Observer. India is an observer. Next is discuss the significance. Very important question. You should write an answer. Not should, you must write the answer. Strategic significance of this region in the context of geopolitics, climate change, and economic opportunities. We have already seen what kind of resources it is having. Okay. Mention all the things. NITI, NCAER, States Economic Forum portal is in news. So NITI Aayog develops portal on finances of state. The portal offers direct access to complete database. This NCAER will offer direct access to the database of the states. Okay. Database categorized across demography, economic structure, fiscal, health, and education of states. So for getting the information about the states, it will be helping the central government to do what? Having more knowledge about the states and then better management of finances. Okay, so this will help in that thing. Union Finance Minister to launch the NITI NCAER States Economic Forum portal. What is the role of this portal? So addressing concerns raised by opposition ruled state regarding resource allocation and fiscal transparency. This is a problem, right? How resources allocating to different states, they are not happy with it. And also fiscal transparency will be maintained if this portal is there. Every information will be provided. So it is kind of a database portal. Comprehensive data on state finances, economic trends, what is happening, and social indicators. Developed by, very important, this is developed by, because of center-state relationship, this is important. So NITI Aayog has developed this with the National Council of Applied Economic Research based in Delhi. Okay, this research institute is based in Delhi. Purpose is we will be making a repository on economic, social, and fiscal parameters. Covers 30 years of data. So all the data will be provided, why this is important? NCAER, why this is important? For the mains purpose, most important, this topic. Mains purpose. Why? Which syllabus part, guys? Syllabus part? I already mentioned. Center state is mentioned now. So in center state relations, right? Fiscal, policy, then governance. Yes or no? This will come under governance also. Better governance, good governance. Federalism, obviously federalism, right? So what will happen after this portal? After the data is with center? Better allocation. What is the concern of the state? Better allocation is not there. Correct allocation is not there. Finances are not being provided to the level that they want. Correct. So this will help them to understand everything. Every data will be provided, so they will be better doing it well, managing it well. Now state reports. Detailed state reports will be there. Macroeconomic indicators, fiscal landscape, parameters, socioeconomic parameters. Data repository. These 5 verticals will be there. These 5 data will be provided. Demography, related to demography, economic structure, fiscal, health and education. Graphical representation of economic variables provides quick access to raw data. Then research papers will be there, which will help in the finances, fiscal policies, financial management. Significance is what? Fiscal transparency will be there, right? And data driven policy formation will be there. When we have data, when we have the information, then we can make data driven policy formulation. We can actually solve the problem. We can actually target the section where the importance is needed, where the attention is needed. Address federal concern, right? So federal concerns will be addressed. Next is research and development hub. So research will be there, analysis will be there, and it will help other states also to learn from the states who are performing well. So competitive federalism, healthy competition among states, learning will be there because the data is with center. Center will be highlighting the important facts, important things related to certain states who are performing better. So this will help in other states also, in management of other states also. Naiva, answer. You know, answer. 1, 2, 3, 4. B. Delhi. 1, 2, 3, 4. Naiva. Answer. What are the parameters? 5 verticals. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any difference of opinion, guys? Different answer? No? B. D. Delhi. Batao. These are the 5 verticals. Correct? Everything is mentioned. Correct? So answer is D. Now the question, how can the NITI NCAER states economic portal contribute to enhancing fiscal transparency and state level governance in India? How it is going to help? Exercise Tiger Triumph, India, US to kick off tri-service exercise in Bay of Bengal on April 1st. So this is between, most important information is exercise Triumph is between India and US. It is a tri-service exercise. Nature is joint military drill. Focuses on humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. This is what is happening in Myanmar, HADR. Humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, which India is providing. So this is also focusing on this exercise Triumphs. Okay. Next is joint military drill between India and US, and this focuses on disaster response, management of disaster response, humanitarian assistance, how to provide the assistance, and crisis management. Next is objective is what? Enhance the interoperability, develop standard operating procedure. Participants are given. So these are the people who are participating: Indian Navy, aircraft, helicopters, army, medical team, and other activities will also be there, which is not important for us. Significance is what? It will help build more better relationship between India and US, strengthening the ties. Next is strategic cooperation. We need US, US needs us, right? But US needs nobody. US is saying we do not need, right? What is the tag that they are using? US first, something like that, no? US first, something that I also forgot. US first, I think. This is the thing that they are saying. United States is saying. Trump is saying. US will always be the first or the priority. So they will do anything if the United States is needing that thing. Next is maritime security, disaster preparedness, enhanced military interoperability. Very simple question. It is held in between which countries? India and US. Correct? And how it is going to help in improving strategic cooperation and disaster response capability. Tribhuvan Das Patel, father of cooperative movement. This topic is very, very important. Tell me why, Fino. Why this topic is very important. Is it important, very important, less important, or not important? Very important. Why? Give me reasons. Adi? Adi and Fino. White revolution. White revolution is related to Fino. Nahi. You read this and tell me why this is important. Hmm. Cooperatives. What are cooperatives? What is the relevance of cooperatives in constitution? Constitution, polity, governance. Batao. Cooperatives are important because is forming cooperative a fundamental right? Is forming cooperative a fundamental right? Is forming cooperative a fundamental right? Guys, tell me the answer, yes or no? Forming cooperatives, fundamental rights. It's a fundamental right. You can form cooperatives. You can form groups and cooperatives. It is a fundamental right given to you. Under which article? Under which article? Under Article 19. What does Article 19 say? Article 19. Freedom of speech and expression. Under that speech and expression, you can form societies, you can form cooperatives. It is a fundamental right. Second thing, it is which part of the Constitution? Part 9, Part 10, or Part 11, or Part 12? How many parts are there in the Constitution? How many parts are there in the Constitution? 23, 24, 25? Parts of Constitution. Hmm? Through which act this cooperative came into emergence? Which Constitutional Amendment Act? 47, 97th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2011, 97th Constitutional. Why am I revising all these things? Because whenever, see, cooperatives are very important. Panchayat Raj institutions, PRIs, whenever these topics are in news, you have to go to the static part. You have to cover the current affairs part also. Very, very important. Cooperatives, fundamental right. Cooperatives comes under 43, Article 43 also, and it is forming a part 11 or 12. Go and find this answer. How many parts are there and which part forms cooperative societies? Okay. And cooperative is very, very important for the growth of the society, for the growth of the country, for the growth of the economy. So, father of cooperative movement automatically becomes important because cooperative is important. Who is father of cooperative movement? He is Tribhuvan Das Patel. He is very important personality, one of the trio behind Amul. Okay, Amul, very successful cooperative in India. And he is a freedom fighter also, Tribhuvan Das Patel. But why this person is in news again? Why he is in news? Lok Sabha has passed a bill to set up Tribhuvan Sarkari University in the Anand, Amul, Gujarat. Anand, Gujarat. Okay. So this university will be formed, Sarkari University, based on his name. That is named after Patel, who gave Verghese Kurian a job at the Kaira District Cooperative Milk Producers Union. Who is Verghese Kurian? Which operation he launched? Name of the operation that he launched, which made India not only self-sufficient but the largest producer of milk in the world. Which operation he launched? Because of that, India is the largest producer of milk in the world. What is the contribution of India in the milk production at the world level? Contribution around 24%. Next contributor, biggest milk contributor in world is? Any idea? Second largest producer of milk at the world level. Wrong. China piche hai. Now China is behind like 3 countries. Second largest is United States. Third is? Any guesses? You will not be guessing that name. Third. No. Pakistan. Fourth is China. Fifth is Brazil, I think. Huh? Okay. So India is important. First largest producer. Tribhuvan Das University will be created, which will focus on cooperative education, rural development, and agricultural innovation. Agricultural innovation. Okay. Now, he was born in 1903 in Gujarat itself and he was inspired by Mahatma Gandhi's, 1903, civil disobedience, 1930, 31, and rural development, social reform. He was inspired by Mahatma Gandhi. Next is Salt Satyagrah. He also participated in Salt Satyagrah and he was the president of Harijan Sevak Samiti. Mahatma Gandhi founded this Samiti and he was the president of the Samiti Harijan Sevak to uplift the underprivileged. Now, father of India's cooperative movement. Established Kaira District Cooperative Milk Producers Union Limited. Related to this personality, see, it is clearly mentioned in the syllabus that personalities, freedom fighter personalities, they will be asked. So, 3-4 statements can also be given, or they can ask who is the father of cooperative movement. Simple, right? He protested against the dairy, Paulson Dairy, and ensured village level milk cooperatives were inclusive. Okay, this is the important information. He played a crucial role in establishing these boards. And then awards are Raman Magsaysay Award, Padma Bhushan has also been given to him. Significance of Tribhuvan Das Patel, foundation of Amul and White Revolution, created a self-sustaining dairy cooperative model and helped India becoming the largest producer of milk. Empowered rural India also. That is why agriculture is mentioned. Dairy farming into profitable business and cooperative governance and rural entrepreneurship. Answer? Naiva? Okay. Correct. Mains question. The role of Tribhuvan Das Patel in shaping the cooperative movement in India and rural development. Next is Sangama dynasty. Rare copper plate documenting Dev Raya. Copper plate inscription has been found. Dev Raya I's coronation during Vijayanagara Empire unveiled in Bengaluru. Two events are important in this. First is, it is 15th century copper plate. A set of copper plates from early 15th century has been unveiled, and this is related to which event? The reign of Dev Raya I of Sangama dynasty. So, static part now related to the copper inscription written in Sanskrit and Kannada. Next is issued. This was issued during the coronation of King Dev Raya I and traces the genealogy of the Sangama dynasty. This gives us the chronology of the dynasty, Sangama dynasty, who all were the rulers, and historical significance confirms. It confirms. So, corroboration of history, evidence, then matching it with the event. This constructs the history, correct? Archaeological evidence confirms and then provides a rare inscription about the Vijayanagara rule. Sangama dynasty was what? It founded the Vijayanagara Empire. Vijayanagara Empire had different dynasties. So Sangama dynasty founding the Vijayanagara Empire. Very important. And Dev Raya belongs to Sangama dynasty. This question can be asked. Simple question. Dev Raya 1 belongs to which of the dynasty? So answer will be Sangama because it is in news. Timeline is this. Now founded by Harihara 1 and Bukkaraya 1. Vijayanagara Empire is very important. Every year you will find one question from Vijayanagara Empire. So you have to cover Vijayanagara Empire every year. You should read. Okay. Simple questions have come that Vijayanagara Empire was founded by which king or which people. So this was the option that was given. This has in the previous year you can find this question. Sangama dynasty laid the foundation of Vijayanagara Empire, strengthened military power, administration, territorial expansion, and it made Vijayanagara a dominant political and cultural hub. Related to Harihara 1, the information has been given. You can read Bukkaraya 1 also, Harihara 2, Dev Raya 1. This is given in the copper plate inscription. Okay, so all this has been confirmed. Okay, Dev Raya 2, then the question. We do not have time to cover all the rulers, so slide will be given to you. You can read it. Okay. Answer is what? Ajil, answer. Because we did not cover it, you will not be able to give the answer, right? Correct? No problem. Question, discuss the significance of the Sangama dynasty in shaping the Vijayanagara Empire and its contribution. This kind of question can come. Exercise Indra. India-Russia kickstart 6-day naval exercise. So Indra is between India and Russia. This is very important because exercise related questions are also favorite questions of UPSC and other state examination also. India, Russia, Indra. So it started from Chennai. 14th edition of the exercise Indra, a 6-day naval exercise. So it is a naval exercise. Sophisticated maritime operations will be conducted. Live weapon fire will be conducted. So it is a bilateral exercise. Started in 2003. Long-term strategic cooperation is the goal and aims to improve maritime coordination, expertise and warfare capabilities. So these are the two phases, harbor phase and sea phase, which will be conducted in Chennai. Harbor phase started from Chennai and Bengal phase. Sea phase will be the next phase where all these activities will be conducted. Participating warships are, information has been given. Question is, between which countries this exercise is happening? India and Russia. Simple. And how it is going to help? What is the significance of India-Russia cooperation in the context of exercise Indra? How does it contribute to regional maritime security? These kind of questions can come in the mains examination. So this is all for today. I'll see you next week. Please read the news carefully so that when you come to the class, you are doing the revision. And please match the way you are preparing the topic. Is there anything that you are leaving behind that I mentioned that you can add next time? Na? So why do we attend this class? So that we understand how to cover the topic, what things we are missing. Every time you'll not be able to come to the class and attend it. But whenever you're reading the news, you should know that this is important, why this topic is important, how the question can come. Previously, has any question come from this topic? Okay. So do this exercise whenever you read anything. I'll see you next week and write the answers, submit it. Thank you. Take care.